If you're an American and you only hold a US passport in 2026, I'd argue you're leaving enormous opportunities on the table and possibly exposing yourself to risks you haven't thought about yet. Today, I'm ranking the 5 best second passports available to US citizens right now. I'm going to tell you how much each one costs, how fast you can get it, and what it actually does for you in terms of travel, tax, and personal freedom. So let's get into it. I'm Zain, a private client US qualified lawyer, and on this channel, we cover second citizenship, offshore residency, and legal tax optimization for people who think globally. A quick legal note before we dive in. Nothing in this video is legal or tax advice for your specific situation, and that's what a consultation is for. What I'm giving you today is an honest, informed overview of your options. Number 5, we have Grenada, the US E2 gateway. It has an entry cost of $235,000 by donation, and the timeline is between 6 to 8 months. Grenada also has visa-free access to the UK and Europe. Now here's what makes Grenada unique and why it earns a spot on this list for Americans specifically. Grenada has a bilateral treaty with the United States that allows Grenadian citizens to apply for the E2 investor visa, which lets you live and work in the US. Americans can't directly benefit from an E2 on their own passport, but a Grenada passport opens that door. If you do business in the US but want to restructure internationally, this is a clever play. And number 4, we have St. Kitts and Nevis. It has an entry cost of $250,000 donation to the Sustainable Island State Contribution Fund, and the timeline is between 6 to 8 months. It also offers visa-free access to roughly 155 plus countries, including UK and Europe. St. Kitts was the world's first citizenship by investment program launched in 1984. It's battle-tested, well-regarded, and the passport is genuinely respected. It's not the cheapest Caribbean option, but it's one of the most trusted. If reputation matters to you, and in banking and international business it does, St. Kitts carries weight. Option 3 is Turkey. Turkey has an entry cost of $400,000 in qualifying real estate, which must be held for 3 years. The timeline is roughly 8 to 9 months. Turkey doesn't get enough credit. The passport gives you access to countries that many Western passports don't include easily. Turkey's citizenship by investment is one of the most effective routes to a legitimate passport from a G20 country. And Turkey just announced sweeping new tax incentives that make residency there even more attractive for incoming foreign residents. More on that in a dedicated video. Number 2, we have Portugal. Portugal has an entry cost of €500,000 investment into qualifying funds. The timeline for Portuguese residency is a matter of months, and then citizenship eligibility after 5 years of having the golden visa. You also get visa-free access across the Schengen area. Portugal is slower than the Caribbean options, but what you get at the end is a full EU passport. That means the right to live and work and do business across all 27 EU member states. For Americans who want genuine European integration rather than just a travel document, Portugal remains one of the most compelling long-term plays, even after the country tightens some of its residency rules. And at number 1, we have Canada. Millions already qualify and don't know about it. The entry cost? It's free if you qualify by descent, and the timeline? Currently around 10 months for processing. You also get visa-free access to 182 countries, currently outranking the US passport. In December 2025, Canada removes its first generation limit on citizenship by descent. That means if you can trace any Canadian ancestry, a parent, a grandparent, or a great-grandparent, even further back, you may already be a Canadian citizen and simply haven't claimed it yet. Millions of Americans with French-Canadian heritage in the northeastern states fall into this category. This is the most underrated second passport opportunity for Americans alive right now, and it's also free. It's fast relative to other citizenship programs, and the Canadian passport genuinely opened doors the US passport has been losing access to. Every one of these options has nuances, tax implications, residency requirements, banking access, and processing timelines. These details matter and they change. In my practice, we help clients figure out which of these paths is right for their specific financial situation, family setup, and long-term goals. The worst thing you could do is pick a passport because it sounds good on a YouTube video, including this one. Get proper expert advice tailored to your situation. If you want to find out which second passport makes the most sense for you, book a consultation through the link in the description, and I'll see you in the next video.